On this topic, what is the oldest guy that you would date?
Since I'm 20, I would date like 25 as oldest.
23.
At 18, I'd date 24, but in 2-3 years, I'd date 5 to 10 years older.
We know you're in a relationship, but let's assume.
I'm like nobody. I want to say like 26, maybe 27.
Okay, what about you?
I'm 34, so like I think 40 would be my max.
De facto donated $100. Why all the chicks who don't know how to talk always in calm major? Also, Plaza don't say you're independent. No one is. Independent means you're okay to die alone. If you're not okay to die alone, start planning now. Finally, can't believe I spent 200 on this.
Oh wait, is this the one that came through as the Canadian?
I wish they would like call us out more. Who's he talking to?
They're not. You want them to roast you more?
No. But when they say things
like
was
name?
that at Rin?
Yeah.
Well, the first part at least about the communication major.
Yeah, and then I lost it a little bit there. So if you guys could be more clear with your insults, that'd be appreciated. So
Let
we
me
could
keep it moving
respond
here.
accordingly.
All right, we got Flan Live Canadian $50. Thank you, man. Merci beaucoup. I have this theory that if you cut off Kiki's hair, she'd look like a British. Whoops, where do I? There it is. She'd look like a British man.
I think that's a Mean Girls reference.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure.
it is.
I have a theory if you cut off Regina's hair, she'd look like a British man.
You are fun. You're fun.
As if.
Okay, we have Frankie K here.
That was
Thank you, man.
Clueless.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Good movie. Okay. Frankie K, $50 soup chat. Thank you to the panel. Actually, wait. Rin, go ahead.
To panel, would you rather be with a wealthy man who loves you but cheats, or cruise the poverty line with a loyal but poor man? Also, in your early 20s, you have the highest dating market value right now. Don't be hoaxes. Being a... Hoaxes?
Wait, say it again. How do you pronounce it?
Hoax?
Yeah, I think that's how it is.
This is
I think
embarrassing.
that's how that's pronounced.
Don't be hoaxes? Haxes?
Yep. I think you're close. Try it again.
Hoaxes.
Yep, you got it. Read the rest.
Being a hoaxes
Yep.
is bad. Okay.
Well done.
Damn, people are going to call me stupid.
Does anyone know what he was trying to say there?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I work on YouTube though, so it's like.
Okay, do you guys want to, so would you rather be with a wealthy man who loves you but cheats, or cruise the poverty line with a loyal but poor man?
Oh, I'm taking the loyal but poor because, I can work and hopefully we'll work up together. So maybe we're poor in the minute, but as long as we're both hardworking individuals with high aspirations, I'm taking a healthy marriage.
Sophia?
Well, for how long would you like, you know what I mean? Like if he's not making progress by X amount of years, you would bounce.
One?
Hey.
If he's not, every day is not I'm going to do better, then he's probably a loser, and I'm not down for a loser.
That's a fair point.
Wait, really quick, just to bring up, does anyone else want to answer that?
I'll answer.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I just think, yeah, sure. People would love it if you were like rich and you can just be like, oh, we're just like married on paper, but like have other people on the side. But like, I think it would be so much more fulfilling to have like a loving marriage that's like in poverty. But as long as like they're trying, just like how what we're saying, it's like I feel like it's like a lot more fulfilling and like, yeah.
Sophia?
I agree. I'm reading a comment and it said the hypothetical would be that they're always poor.
Oh.
And I think that I agree with Lindsay. I think if the man is willing to work and to like make something of himself, I don't want someone who's sitting around all day and he's poor and he's can't even afford food, or he wants me to buy him food every day. I mean, I'm gonna work to support myself, but I don't need to be supporting you as well. But I would like a loyal relationship. I don't want a man who's cheating on me every day, even though he's rich,
Okay. Anybody else?
Poor man. My boyfriend wasn't a firefighter when I met him. I helped him get there. I don't want someone who cheats on me. That's awful. I think that's like a very disrespect. Like, just don't commit if you're gonna cheat. I make my own money. I can be with someone who's a little bit poor for a little bit.
Go ahead.
I would go for poor too. I feel like loyalty is everything to some people. So if you can't have that, then what's the point?
Okay, and I don't know if you had something you wanted to add to that. I do have a follow-up question.
What are the two options again?
It was loyal but poor, and rich but he's going to cheat on you, basically.
Rich but he's gonna cheat on you. Loyal but poor. But like, does he stay poor? Like, I'm gonna be real. Like, I've been poor before. I'm sorry. I don't know if I'm trying to do that again. Like, you know, I'm not for cheating, but if you're gonna make me like play the hypothetical game, I'm sorry. Like, I have been with a man who was making me poor, and I would never in my life ever do that again. But this is a hypothetical question. I am married to a faithful man and also pregnant. So there you go.
Okay. So this is kind of bringing it back to the.
Beat and Cheeks donated $99.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
These new age girls need to stop listening to Drew Afualo and her followers because they refuse to take accountability in what they put in their mouth. Weight is controlled. Height is not. Being a hoe is no good. I must go to bed. I have an Arby's chain to run.
Yes, if you guys don't know, Beat and Cheeks, he's the very successful proprietor of numerous, we're talking dozens of Arby's on the East Coast. Very
really
successful
funny.
man.
Arby's
yeah.
is really gross.
I love Arby's.
Whoa.
I hate Arby's.
Guilty pleasure.
Okay. Wow.
So good.
I've never
There's
had it
some
either.
disagreement here on the quality of Arby's. That reminds me, we do need to react to Drew Afualo because
that's
she
it.
did a video on me.
She did?
Yeah, she did.
But you're like one of the nice ones.
That's the funny thing. I'm like the tamest dude. It wasn't even that. Anyways, well, so we're gonna react to that. Drew, what's it? How do you say her last name? Is it Afualo?
Yeah. So that's.
Oh, the cackling. Yeah. Anyways, so the question I was gonna ask is, by the way, Cheeks, thank you for the 100. So bringing it back to the age gap thing, in terms of the oldest guy that you would date, is there? Actually, no. I was going in a different direction. So you guys said you'd prefer a guy who's loyal, but who's poor.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you a question. What if the guy is also really high status? So like,
But
think
poor?
of like your favorite musician, or like a famous actor. Would you then tolerate infidelity? Okay.
So
here,
on
tell
top-
me. We're gonna go around the table. Tell me your celebrity crush. Go ahead.
Ryan Gosling.
So many.
Ryan Gosling. Okay.
Henry Cavill.
Okay. Hold on. So Ryan. Here, let's start here.
Henry Cavill.
Isn't it Henry
Oh my
Cavill?
God, me too.
Yo, wait. Question for you.
Yeah.
Would your husband give you a pass for Henry Cavill?
No, my husband wouldn't give me a
Huh?
pass, but like in an.
But you hear about that shit, you know?
No.
Like
no.
you hear people giving each
No,
other.
you know, I've actually been in a room with millionaires, right? Like on multiple occasions, I've been in rooms with millionaire men. But like my relationship is so good, and my husband takes like such good care of me. I don't look at them. I mean, in fact, I would say honestly, because I value masculinity so much, like most millionaires kind of disgust me, just because they don't bring like that grit, you know, like that rugged masculinity.
Yeah, they're not the
Yeah.
blue collar men of the world.
Yeah, like I got a
Very
periwinkle
prissy,
collar.
like-
He does a white collar job, but he does it for the military. So I'm like, oh, this is perfect. Yes. No
Okay.
pass.
That's awesome.
Sure, of course. So what about you? Do you have like a celebrity crush?
I do. Brad Pitt.
Okay.
But like 20, not now.
Oh, young Brad Pitt.
Young Brad Pitt.
Okay, babe status, Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Okay, what about you?
Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling. Okay.
No.
Sophia.
Young Leonardo DiCaprio.
Young Leo.
I like that you specified
How about
that.
like
Yeah.
let's say?
Oh God. Now.
He'd date you now.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
you'd still get
What's
with
his
Leo though?
He would date you.
He would. 'cause
What does he do?
I'm-
He breaks up with all of his girlfriends before they turn how old?
25.
25, yeah.
Yeah,
But you
you
still
can,
have a
though.
good
Like,
couple
let's be
years.
honest. You'd get with Leo,
I so would. And I don't
Yeah.
think there's
not young Leo.
Sure.
Current
Now.
dad bod Leo.
Now.
Okay.
To say you
So
did it.
Leo.
because of his status.
Because
Is
of the
that what-
status.
and-
Okay, and the yachts. Okay, what about you?
My celebrity crush, Kim Tae-hyung.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Who's that? He's like
They're
a
all gonna hate
K-pop.
me. He's a BTS member.
I
Oh,
literally was gonna
BTS.
ask. I was gonna ask that. They're cute.
Hey, you're keeping it in the culture, so you're like, that's good. That's good. No, that's like a good thing. You know what I mean?
if I were to say like, I also have another celebrity crush. I like Luke Hemmings from Five Sauce. 5 Seconds of Summer. And if I said that, I already said it.
Is that
You
guy?
don't know? I know who that is. He's cute.
Yeah. And then like people would be like, oh, she's Asian. She loves white guys. So I was just like, I'm not going to say that.
Oh.
Hey man, you like who you like. You know,
I
with
still
a-
like Kim
Leonardo,
Tae-ho.
no Caprio.
Wait, so would you be willing to be with those men knowing that they would not be faithful to you?
No, just emotionally, I would just cry every night. Be like, I got my celebrity crush, but he doesn't even want me.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
Realistically, I'd do it. There's a lot of networking to do up there, and I would.
With Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, he's opening
He's
doors.
39 too, by the way, so that kind of
Yeah,
plays with it.
yeah,
You know,
well-
you said like what, 25 is your limit?
As of now,
As
but
of now.
you know,
There's
in
always an
2
exception, right?
years, I would certainly.
In 2 years when he's
I
41.
think it grows. The age difference I would go
Sure,
for grows
okay, fair
exponentially
enough.
the older you get. Yeah,
Okay.
but I would do it.
No, I wouldn't. And specifically because of their high status, even more. Because then your business is like all out on the internet. Now everyone's going to know that your boyfriend's cheating on you. It's not just, oh, my boyfriend's cheating on me and nobody knows. Now everyone's going to know because he's famous.
Okay. And then
Definitely not.
Can I change my answer?
to a different guy?
No, like my answer to the thingy.
The thingy?
Thingy.
Okay. Yeah, go for
Yeah,
it.
well, like I agree with what you guys said. Like if it's like there's like a lot of networking. Like yeah, like I would do it for the networking, but like if it was just simply marriage, like the only way I'd make it work is if I actually had like an actual faithful, like, you know what I mean? Like if it was just like we were just together like to other people like married and stuff, but like if I had like a secret like my own, we had our own relationships on the side, that's the only way I'd be happy. But then if like I would marry just to like for like the networking and stuff. Yeah.
So you said Henry Cavill. Okay.
Yeah.
You both of you apparently. Well,
Yeah,
you
like in an
kinda-
alternate universe where I was single, if Henry Cavill would be in a relationship with me, I would entertain it. But like infidelity, I don't know about that one. Like he'd have to be in love with me, you know. But
Sure.
in this like alternate universe that exists somewhere in the ether, he'd have to be in love with me. It wouldn't
Okay.
make sense any other way.
All right.